give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, the honors to the apostles, the honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Wakim, that are teaching the truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Your brother Gabash from the GMS Atlanta camp, and I'm here with the whole flavor found. Let's do the spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, to feed the hope of the let with. Now, as you can see on the screen right here, this YouTube app says aspartame sweeteners used in soft drinks now listed as possible cancer cause. So as you can see, literally these drinks, these sweeteners, these sugars, and many other things that Esau processed is literally poison. And the Lord said we should eat our bread amongst the Gentiles defiled. That is defiled food, man. And the Lord said, hasten the day that we get up out of this captivity. This is not our rest. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Esau decree these unlawful decrees. FDA, USDA, they approve these damn foods over here that is literally toxic for our bodies. But it's all fulfilling the scriptures, of course. But at the same time, the Lord is like, look, this is not your rest. Take heed to the medicine, your herbs, what you do on the daily. Don't be like you was in the world if you was eating off. Pay close attention to this damn devil, man, his devices, because Esau he has a plan, man. Even Bill Gates came out with it. They want to depopulate the earth, and they doing it through these foods, these medicines, many other things. And this is how we know that the Lord is coming back too, because this is literally the devil coming down with great wrath. I'm gonna start with Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread. It's like you eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them. The Lord driven us over here in this land. During the Syrian Empire time, King Nebuchadnezzar took, not King Nebuchadnezzar, the Syrian Empire took over Samaria and other parts where the northern kingdom tribes was located. Was moved. The Lord drove us over here to escape that captivity. Then also 70 AD, the latter tribes, the southern kingdom, they was driven everywhere the Lord wanted them to be according to the oppressors at that time. And they continue all the way up to this time. And now we got to get our bread from our oppressors. And they are literally defiling our bread, man. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. Yeah, so the Lord said we was going to have the bread of affliction, the bread of adversity. The word adversary, is linked to the word adversity, which the word adversary means Satan. We literally have Satan defiling our bread. We have to go to him for the one of all things, which Satan is the so-called white man, because he patents and labels these foods. He is the one that has these big factories to chemically make these foods, modify these foods. He owns the farmers. He set up legislations and executive orders. So it's no coincidence that Esau is this damn devil that the Lord has spoken about. Look at what the Lord said in verse 19. For the people should dwell in Zion at Jerusalem, and thou shalt weep no more. Yeah, so when the Lord come back and deliver us from wherever we were scattered, wherever he has driven us, it talks about that in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1 to verse 7. Then you go into Isaiah chapter 43, tells about how the Lord is going to get all his sons and daughters from wherever he scattered them at, from the north, south, east, and west. He's going to tell them not to hold us back from being saved. Those times are coming, man. Because right now we're weeping. We got all type of ailments. Jake is slaughtered with cancer and all type of infections in the bodies. We really need the Lord to literally hasten the day to get us up out of this hell. Because this is no place to live at, man. So it says, for the people should dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. Man, just imagine those things, bro. And man, it's the land of Israel is beautiful, man, where the Lord set us up at. That's literally our promised land. Because everything over there in that land, when we're placed over there, we're going to have everything at our convenience. It's nothing going to be a doubt. It's nothing going to be a drought. We have palm trees, myrtle trees, Lebanon, cedar trees, all different smelling good trees, nutritional trees. The works over there for us. Then we have the four-head waters, the rivers. Then you got the Jordan River. You have the Red Sea. And those different four rivers, like the Pison and Gihon, uh, Euphrates River, Tigris River. Those rivers literally keep our land healthy, and vegetation, and keep the land active, hydrated. So we gonna have a beautiful time over there in the land of Israel. Besides over here in this concrete jungle that we're living at. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee. Yeah, the Lord's going to answer us, because the Lord did say in 2 Ezra chapter, no, not 2 Ezra chapter 2, is Baruch chapter 2. The Lord said we should praise him in the land of our captivity. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 32. And they should praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Once we do that, what? The Lord is going to hear us, because the Lord talks about us crying about the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Yeah, we crying about this unclean food, these unlawful decree laws that Esau pushed out, the atrocity that he did to our people, etc., etc. Yeah, it's to the point now, the only people that's really of the Lord, because you got, Jake out here that's supposed to be crying out to the Lord, they even against us. From the vibration to the mocking and scoffing at the message, whether on the highways and byways or on the comment board, or just, even when you ain't, doing the ministry of the Lord in that particular fashion, which we still are doing the ministry when we think upon the Lord, wherever we may go, whether it be work or the store or just, anywhere we at in the world, Jake has literally got this evil spirit towards us. You know what I'm saying? And we literally need help from the Lord to get away from them too as well, because, it's not only Esau against us and these other nations, but it's Israel too. Israel is not of this truth. And the Most High sees all these things, man. The Heavenly Father knows. So the Lord said we're going to rejoice in the land where we was once driven away from. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 19. I'm going to go to verse 18. And therefore will the Lord wait that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. So we're waiting on the Lord. And guess what? For that long suffering, the Lord is going to bless us. It's Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So with us getting these different studies from our apostles and elders, how they break it down the scriptures and putting it somewhat in the chronological order according to the prophecies, to the measurement of the times, like it says in 2 chapter 9, verse 1. We're literally seeing those times. We're seeing those times manifest itself. We're in the time of the mark of the beast, World War III, and all these other different prophecies coming to pass. And the hour of temptation, like I said, is the mark of the beast. We're literally coming across that time. And the Lord's going to keep us away from that because he said it. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, because while we kept the word of the Lord's patient. The word patient goes into long suffering. And it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Those that take that mark, they're going to be burnt with nuclear fire. That's the lake of fire that the Lord is talking about when you read certain scriptures within the New Testament. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So the Lord's going to bless us because we waited on him. I just read that in Isaiah chapter 20, around the 18th verse as well. Verse 12, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. Read First Timothy chapter, it's like not First Timothy, First Samuel chapter 2. It goes into how the Lord pillars are his elect. How he's going to raise them up from the dunghill. How he's going to raise them amongst princes, the nobles. That's us, man, because we literally in low places. But we the only ones talking about the Lord and his fashion. So that has to be us. And he should go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. So that's what the Lord's going to do. So yeah, that's all I had on that. Yeah, we need to get up out of here because, like it says in Job chapter 13, he's a physician of no value. Esau want to claim that he's this top doctor in the world. He's the ones that's coming up with all type of treatments, but none one of those treatments are working. They just getting money from all those treatments that they're so-called claiming that's helping people, but it's not true. And that's how we know again that he's the devil. But the Lord is about to get us up out of his hands, man. Very, very soon. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.